Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rebuild Room. This is episode 2 of the Arizona Blaze Madden 26 Fantasy Draft franchise. So, we're here in week 1 of the regular season. We've got the San Diego Stingers to start the season. We are at home, so it is our home opener as well as our season opener. First things first, we're going to get into the draft class. We're going to be keeping the auto-generated draft, and these are the top prospects. A 6'4" wide receiver from Mississippi State, Mike Clinton, a running back in the top two, Dwayne Lewis, 5'7", but 204 pounds. That's really interesting. We have Grayson Spencer on the edge from Miami. That's usually a can't miss player, an edge from Miami. Usually doesn't miss. You have Graham Aldridge, a Colorado quarterback, 6'4". Where have I seen a top Colorado quarterback before? Cincinnati has Roger Tucker, a 6'5" quarterback. Defensive tackle Spencer Alden from USF. Alabama edge William Rose. And then four more quarterbacks in the first round. Louisville 6'2" quarterback Jeremiah Callaway. Jerry Kovacs from Houston, another 6'5" big quarterback. Justin Acosta from Washington State, 6'2", 232. Another 6'2", 232, Jeremy Devlin. So a huge quarterback class. Three edge rushers towards the top of the draft, Marcus Callaway being the third, a second receiver in Taj Wilkinson from Alabama. Really short offense from Alabama. 5'9" wide receiver. We go back to the running back from Alabama, 5'7". Their quarterback, I think, was somewhere in here. No, I think it was the edge, William Rose. Their quarterback wasn't in here. But still, interesting to see a 5'9" receiver and a 5'7" quarterback from the same school. We do actually have these offensive tackles a little bit scouted. So D'Angelo Shaw from UCF is 6'5", just about 320 at right tackle. He doesn't show as a top fit for us. The athleticism looks really good. I love the acceleration, the change of direction. Good speed, good strength is a combination that you don't see a lot. And A, pass block finesse. I don't think we have his archetype unlocked. If we go back to him really quickly, it does say agile. So I was thinking if he has an A in finesse blocking as a power archetype, that would really make me interested. Sean Lindsay, 6'7", 305 pass protector. And yeah, most of the pass protectors in this game just don't have a lot of strength, which I don't love. The rest of the athleticism looks really solid though. D run block finesse, not great. I know he's not going to be a good uh, run blocker because he's a pass protector, but you'd still like to see a little bit better than that. Another short receiver in Garrett Corner here in Miami. At receiver, 6'4" corner Addison Taylor from Auburn. That's a guy to keep an eye on. Height, weight, speed for sure. Hopefully the speed. We don't know yet. 6'3" receiver from Oregon. Another tackle. This one from Iowa State, and a 6 foot quarterback from North Carolina. That rounds out the true first round projected talents at 22. So that's a little bit of a breakdown of the draft class. We have to go into our scouts and set who we want. So I'm not sure if I want to go with the early round quarterback yet. I think I'd rather, my philosophy for rebuilding a team in football is start with the supporting cast and then add the quarterback when you're ready. So that way you have them on a rookie deal. So then as to not take up half your salary cap on one player. So to me, building an offensive line, getting a good secondary and a good defensive line matter more. So that way you have the foundations of a team that you can then put your quarterback into, as opposed to like what the Titans did with Cam Ward, where I'm not saying Cam Ward was the wrong pick, but you draft Cam Ward and your team doesn't get any better because Cam Ward has no sort of support whatsoever. Versus a team like, and I know this is different situations because the Titans picked at number one overall versus let's say the Giants, who got Dart at 25, and Dart looked a lot better because Dart's supported cast, albeit it wasn't great, but it was a lot better than Cam Ward's supported cast. Like the offensive line for Dart was competent. They were actually top half of the league in terms of pass protection. And again, the receiving core wasn't great, but I mean Wandale Robinson was a good player, et cetera, et cetera. But he had it much better than Cam Ward did, which made him look better than Cam Ward. I don't think he's better than Cam Ward necessarily, but yeah, that's kind of my philosophy is you have to have a supporting cast before you can decide on your franchise QB, whether he's actually your franchise QB or not. So, all that to say, I don't think I'm going with a tier one quarter or a tier three quarterback scout. To me, I think offensive line and I think defensive line are the two most important things. I think the trenches are a huge, huge thing. So to me, I think I'm going to go edge for the tier two and then offensive tackle, if I can find one down here, for the tier two. And then in tier one, I'm going to go probably corner. I definitely want to get a corner in. Um, this is where it kind of gets tricky with these other tier one scouts. Maybe safety. Yeah, let's do safety and then let's do defensive tackle wherever that is. Defensive tackle. Here we go. So that's going to be our scouts. Um, tier three, obviously set to national. Um, and I'll go through and set the rest of these region breakdowns off camera. I'll see you back when I'm finished. All right, I've got the scouts set up for this season. So obviously we're going to have edge rusher at our national scout. In the West, we're going to be scouting safety, not wide receiver. Central Division, we're going for corners. Northeast, we're going for offensive tackle. And Southeast, we are going to be scouting defensive tackles. I feel like those are kind of the big positions that if we can get some young talent in and develop them, then next season, with our higher picks, we can take wide receiver and maybe we get some linebacker in maybe the second or third round. But these positions are all one specifically tackle and edge that I feel like it's harder to develop unless you have a high pick. And then in terms of corners, safeties, and defensive tackles, those positions I think are easier to get younger talent down the board and develop them yourselves. So that's going to be kind of our plan with that. All right, heading into the weekly strategy for this week. Obviously, we're going to keep Riot Shield on. For these other ones, I don't know if either of these are really that valuable. I'd like to go for maybe this and cover three. I do run cover three a lot. It's a pretty solid coverage. So giving us a boost in that. And plus five finesse moves for defensive linemen sounds really good as well. We're going to have those three set. In terms of the play sheets, we're going to take off the triple option. It doesn't make sense with Curtis Work as our quarterback to be running triple option. And we're going to go for the wide empty play sheet, I think. It's on gold level, so it gives us some attribute boosts. And we already have kind of an old school run the ball play sheet with the heavy sets. So we'll do something vertical, kind of downfield passing to kind of be like yin and yang with that. Focus players, we're going Josh Connerly, Javon Baker, and Adetomiwa Adebawore. I leave it on half pads during the regular season for training, and we'll just go through that. We do get a few upgrades. First, Javon Baker. Looking at his stats, ideally we get some release, some short route, and some catching. So that kind of sounds slot to me, but playmaker is still just the best upgrade in the game. So we're just gonna go with that, and hopefully we get what we want. Three deep route is nice. It's not really what we were looking for, but I'll take it. And one catching, one medium route. That honestly wasn't great, but not bad. It'll do. The deep and medium route running are looking solid now. Again, the catch in traffic and the spectacular catch aren't bad. He's got some jumping ability. He is 6'1" as well. So he's looking good. Nick Saldiveri, pass protector is actually our scheme fit, but because of the right shield ability, he is getting his pass blocking boosted. So I think I'm gonna go with, I guess, power. That's what his archetype is. We'll just keep going into that. And he gets one pass block, two run block, and two run block power. That's actually really solid. I really like that upgrade. So that's some good stuff. Now we'll take a look at the San Diego Stingers roster. So I have no knowledge of who's on what team. I didn't really pay attention much to the draft. I kind of just focused on our own picks. I mentioned Cam Ward earlier. He is the starting quarterback for the Stingers. Russell Wilson behind him to mentor, and then Garrett Nussmeier is the third stringer. That's really interesting. Running backs, they've got Chuba Hubbard, Kareem Hunt, Jalen Wright, and Jaleel McLaughlin. So it's an okay running back room, nothing spectacular though. Receiver room, again, it's okay, nothing spectacular. Stephon Diggs, Rashid Shaheed, Cam Ward's good friend Chimere Dike, Pat Bryant, and Jack Beck. So it's an okay room, couple young guys, and then Shaheed and Stephon Diggs. Tight end, they've got Darnell Washington, 6'7", 295 is just ridiculous with his athleticism. They got Tanner Koziol, the rookie from Houston, and Jared Wiley. Offensive line, Alaric Jackson at left tackle, Aaron Banks at guard, Jurgens at center, Maui Noah at right guard, and then Brian O'Neill at right tackle. So a really solid line. It's going to be a tough day for us on the ground, I think, but we will see. Will Anderson Jr. is going to dominate us. Curtis Rourke might die on the field. He might die. Hopefully not. And Josh Hines at wow. Okay, yeah, Curtis Rourke, uh, he is getting fed to the wolves in his first career start. This is unbelievable. Devontae Wyatt and Dalvin Tomlinson up the middle, Brandon Dorless, Mike Hall. So not a great interior line, but the edge room is just so strong that it doesn't really matter. Hopefully we can have some success running the ball against a weaker defensive tackle room, but I'm not too confident in anything really. Demetrius Knight at linebacker, Jacob Rodriguez, and Quay Walker. So a pretty solid young unit there. Corners, they've got Teron Johnson, Kobe Durant, Tre'Davious White, Brandon Eccles, and Kalen Carson. Not a great room. It's not terrible though. So safeties, they've got Antoine Winfield and Nicky Manwari. This is a really good roster. This is a pretty good roster. Kicker is Jake Bates, punter Brian Anger, but it's a pretty good looking team for the Stingers. Curtis Rourke is in for a nightmare. He is going to get killed on the field. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to cover pregame. Let's just get right into it. Just a few other quick notes I want to go over before we get into the game. I did finally get those XP sliders set, so I'm going to scroll through them here really quickly. They're from Octagonal Gaming's channel. I know I've mentioned him before. He does great stuff on all the different sports games. I really look up to him in terms of YouTube creation. So these are his sliders from his video at the beginning of the Madden cycle. One other thing while I'm on this screen I want to mention is the rookie class. When you import one of these the roster that I imported, all of the rookies come with normal development trait. So I fixed some of those up. I gave every first round rookie star development trait except Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Francis Mauigoa, Caleb Downs, and Ruben Bain. I gave those 6 guys superstar. Everyone else in the class in the first round is star. Um, I gave a couple of the corners outside the first round that I really like star dev as well. Like Avion Terrell, I gave star. Jermod McCoy, I put his injury rating at like 73, which is very low for Madden standards, but I gave him star development as well. So those guys I did make exceptions for. But yeah, I set up the rookie class in that manner, and those are the XP sliders. Now, let's finally get into the game. Here we are at the Inferno, Monday night prime time here in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's the Blaze going up against the San Diego Stingers. End of week 1 is here. Final game of the week. We get started here in Arizona. The Blaze will receive the opening kickoff. Ryan Anger, kick is up and away. Here we go in Scottsdale. It's Anthony McFarland to return from the 5, and he cuts it up the middle down at the 26. Out comes Curtis Rourke and the offense. I just now realized I didn't go through the full starting depth chart, so we're going to do that here as well and make the adjustments that I forgot to make. Curtis Rourke is the starting quarterback. Deuce Vaughn barely edges out the running back battle with him and Jace McClellan. 3 and 4 is Terrell Jennings and McFarland. Receivers, it's Javon Baker at the 1, N'Keal Harry on the other side. Jaquan Jackson gets the slot role. Shepard 4, Cropper 5, Restrepo 6. Tight ends, it's Latu 1, Yaboa 2, and Cole Turner 3. O-line stays the same with Freeland, Salveri, Connor, Pierce, and Connor Lee. Jeremiah Moon wins the battle over Brenton Cox. He's going to be the starting left edge. Right edge, it's Amari Barno, then Shaka Tony. Adebawore, Young, Durden, Silvera, no changes here at DT. Same thing at linebacker, no changes there. Corners, it's still Henderson, Luter, Simpson, Fuller, Trice. Safeties, it's Trey Dean, Mo Osling, Dan Jackson, and Major Burns. And of course, still Jake Moody and Lou Headley at kicker punter. First play of the ball game, we're going to go right up the left side with a run. Deuce Vaughn actually takes it pretty well. Nice cutback, a big hole from the offensive line as Freeling and Salvaderi did a really good job there to clear out the space. We get 9 on the first play. 2nd and 1 for the Blaze after the 9-yard run. Play action for Rourke. He's going to throw, looking for Turner. It's caught, and he breaks a tackle past the 50 to the 48-yard line. Great throw and a nice contested catch from Cole Turner. And the Blaze move the sticks. The first pass attempt of Curtis Rourke's career is a big completion. As it's Cameron Latu in motion, he'll motion back into the slot. Back to throw is Rourke. Looking over the middle, it's caught by N'Keal Harry. Breaks a tackle and he's drilled there after a gain of 4 down to the 44. 2nd and 6 from the 44. Handoff left side for Vaughn. Cuts it up the middle. He's got 4 on the run. 2 rushes, 13 yards. Solid start for Mighty Mouse 2.0. McClellan now in the backfield on 3rd and 2. He will motion out left. Back to throw is Rourke. Looking over the middle, he's got a Xavier Restrepo. He breaks a tackle down at the 31. Enough for the first down. 1st and 10 now. 2 tight end set. It's Yeboah and Latu. Latu comes in motion. Rourke under center. And we'll go play fake. Rourke to throw. Looking for Latu. Picked off. It's a bad read. Antoine Winfield makes a great play. Breaks a tackle. He's down at the 28-yard line. That one's on me. Should have just taken the flat. He was giving us the flat. Tried to force it to Latu there. Bad read by me. And the first drive for the Blaze ends in a turnover from Curtis Rourke. Yeah, that was just not a smart play. Now it's on the defense to get it back. Ward under center, Hubbard in the backfield. From the 28, they'll go up the middle for Chuba Hubbard, and that one stuffed up by Byron Young after a gain of 2 up the middle. Good stop from him. 2nd and 8, Ward in the gun. Hubbard to his right. Back to throw Ward. Looking in the seam. Almost intercepted. Couldn't find Stephon Diggs there. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Stingers. 3rd and 8. Ward back to throw. Stepping up. Looking to run. Now throws. Underneath it is caught. But the tackle made by Power Eccles. A yard short of the first down. And the Stingers will go 3 and out on their first possession. Good stop by the Blaze defense. It's Brian Anger to punt for the Stingers. Kick is up and away, fielded by Jaquan Jackson down at the 18-yard line. He'll bring it up the left side, past the 30, a spin move, broken tackle, down at the 32. Give him 14 on the return. Back out comes Rourke in the offense. Rourke under center. 1st and 10, they'll go play fake. Rourke on the move. Looking underneath, it is dropped by N'Keal Harry. He was wide open. Rourke put it right in between his fingertips. But Harry couldn't hold on. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 now for the Blaze. Rourke fakes the handoff, looks to throw. It's Will Shepard on the bubble screen. He's got 5. Big hit by Antoine Winfield at the 37. 3rd and 5 upcoming. 3rd and 5 for the Blaze. 3 receivers to the right. Rourke back to throw. Looking over the middle. It's caught by N'Keal Harry for the first down. Down to the 47. Give him 10 yards on the catch. Makes up for the drop earlier in the possession. And the drive continues for the Blaze. 1st and 10 now from the 47. Rourke hands it off up the middle. It's Deuce Vaughn. He's hit hard by Cole Holcomb. Gain of 3 on the run. 2nd and 7 from the 50. Rourke back to throw, and it's a screen pass for Vaughn out of the backfield. He's got some space, makes a man miss with a juke. Up past the 40, Will Anderson there to take him down at the 39. Another first down for the Arizona Blaze. First and 10 from the 39 now. Man in motion, that's N'Keal Harry. Back to throw is Rourke. Looking left side, it's caught by Jaquan Jackson, taken down by Quay Walker after a gain of 9, just short of the first down marker. Second and 1 from the 29. Rourke fakes the handoff. He's taken down by Will Anderson. What a play. This is an option play between Deuce Vaughn and Curtis Rourke. He can hand this off or he can keep himself. Look at Anderson. Comes off the edge. He's committed to the handoff the full way through. Right here, his body language is all towards Deuce Vaughn, trying to cut off this run. So Rourke does the right thing and tries to keep it. But Anderson is just so big that when he takes down Deuce Vaughn, he just rips Curtis Rourke right to the ground with him. That's an unbelievable play from Will Anderson. Disrupts the run, a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 3. From the 32, 3rd and 3 for the Blaze. Rourke back to throw. Looking over the middle. It's dropped by Javon Baker. Nice deflection there. And it's 4th and 3. The offense will stay on the field. 3 yards to go for the Blaze. Rourke back to throw. Looking. It's the right side. It's swatted away from Latu. What a defensive play there by the Stingers. A deflection on 4th and 3. The Blaze come up scoreless. We're still tied at 0. 22 seconds left in this first quarter. First and 10 from the 32 for the Stingers. Ward under center, a 2 tight end set. It's a handoff to the left side. It's Chuba Hubbard, and it's a great play by Bumper Pool. No gain on the run. He came from the middle of the defense, got all the way to the outside there, and made the tackle in space. As the Stingers will let this one run to the end of the first quarter, tied at 0 here in Arizona on Monday Night Primetime. Second quarter of play begins here in Arizona with a 2nd and 10 for the Stingers. Ward back to throw in the 5 wide set, right over the middle, intercepted. Power Eccles picks it off. He's down at the 40. Ward just threw it straight to the defense. And the Blaze take over in Stingers territory. Blaze take over after the turnover. They've got it at the 40-yard line. First down handoff for Deuce Vaughn, and he's going nowhere. Maybe loses a yard on the run, and it'll stay 2nd and 10. 79 total yards for the Blaze, just 9 for the Stingers. Nobody on the board yet as it's 2nd and 10 for the Blaze. Rourke to throw, looking over the middle. It's dropped again by N'Keal Harry. Second drop of the game. That one a little bit tougher than the first, but still a ball you got to catch. 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10, 4 receiver set for the Blaze. Rourke back to throw. Looking left side. It's caught. Jaquan Jackson out of the slot. Inside the 20 down to the 17. Blaze in the red zone for the first time today. 1st and 10 from the 17. First time in the red zone for either team. Rourke flushed out right. Throws on the run. It's caught. Javon Baker inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Beautiful throw on the move under pressure by Curtis Rourke. What a dime. And Baker makes the catch, taken down at the 2. Blaze knocking on the doorstep. 1st and goal from the 2. McClellan the back. They will go to him up the right side, and he is stuffed. Quay Walker in the backfield, loss of a yard. 2nd and goal from the 3 now. 2nd and goal, Rourke in the gun, Vaughn to his left, Bunch on the right. Back to throw is Rourke, looking right side, lofts it up for Harry, he's got it! Touchdown, Blaze! N'Keal Harry makes up for the drop earlier in the drive. He's got the first touchdown of the franchise for the Arizona Blaze, and they take a 6-0 lead here at home. Jake Moody on for the extra point. Kick is up and kick is through. 7-0 lead for the Blaze over the Stingers. 5:34 to go in this first half of play. Moody to kick it off after the touchdown. This one is back and fielded by Chimere DK at the 4. Pro Bowl returner last year, more so for punts. Does a decent job with this kick return, though, out to the 28-yard line. And back out comes Cam Ward and the struggling Stingers offense. Interception on the last drive, looking to right the ship on this one. It's a strong set with a fullback. That's Kareem Hunt along with Hubbard. It's a handoff to the left side for Hubbard. He's got space up the left side, past the 50, past the 45, a stiff arm, another broken tackle. Hubbard could break free and he's gone. 72-yard touchdown run by Chuba Hubbard. And all of a sudden, this game looks to be tied. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? First of all, huge hole on the left side of the D line. And then we've got Luter here. Completely gets sealed off. It's a great block by Kareem Hunt, honestly. It's a really good block. But then we go back to Hubbard. One broken tackle, mean stiff arm. CJ Henderson got sent to another dimension. And then we keep it going here. Trey Dean can't bring him down. And then by this point, JJ Russell's just not fast enough. That's one of the best runs I've ever seen in my life. And Chuba Hubbard just dominated us, and we look to be tied here. Jake Bates for the extra point. Kick is up and through, and we're tied at 7 just as quickly as we took the lead. Kick is up and away, returned by McFarland from the 6. Cuts up the left side. Decent gap here. Trying to stiff arm, can't break the tackle, but still a great return out to the 41-yard line. Back out the Blaze offense. Rourke under center, 2 tight ends set. Vaughn the lone back. They will give to him on first down, and there's Quay Walker again with the tackle. Gain of 2 on the run for the Blaze. Second down and 8. Rourke looks to throw into the flats. It's caught by Cameron Latu. He's got another 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Blaze. 3rd and 5 from their own 46. Rourke back to throw. Looking over the middle, intercepted. Quay Walker leaping up, makes the grab, taken down at the 48 on the return. I gotta loft that. That's got to be a lob pass or a touch pass or something that isn't a bullet straight to the defender. We'll go into the replay here. What I was looking at is obviously I saw that patch here for N'Keal Harry. I saw this kind of area. I gotta just loft it. Because if I loft it, that gets right over Quay Walker and it gets caught where Harry is now. But instead, I bullet pass it. It goes straight to Quay Walker, and it's a turnover. Neither of Rourke's interceptions are on him, really. It's just me being bad, but still doesn't help either way. 1st and 10 from the 48 following the turnover. Stingers offense back out. Still just 7 passing yards for Cam Ward in this game, as there's a motion and a play fake. Ward back to throw, under some pressure, finds his man anyway. Chimere DK down to the 29-yard line. A huge play for the Stingers. They're deep into Blaze territory now. 1st and 10 from the 29. I form set for the Stingers. Ward will give up the middle. It's Hubbard. He's got a lane, taken down by Bumper Pool after a gain of 6. 4 rushes for 80 yards now on the night for Chuba Hubbard. 2nd down and 4. Ward in the gun, Hubbard to his right. They'll go with the draw handoff. Hubbard breaks a tackle up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 7. 15 yards on the run for Chuba Hubbard. And the Stingers 7 yards away from taking the lead in this ball game. 1st and goal from the 7. Goal line set for the Stingers. Kareem Hunt is the back. Handoff to the right side. Hunt stuffed by J.J. Russell. Met him in the gap. No gain on the play. 2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal now. Ward under center. Play fake to Hubbard. Back to throw. Looking. Ward. Corner of the end zone. Diving effort. He caught it. What a grab. Rashid Shaheed into the end zone. And the Stingers on the road take their first lead of the game. It's 13-7 for San Diego. Jake Bates out for the extra point. Kick is up and it is through. 14-7, the lead for the Stingers. Just a couple minutes left here in this first half of play. 2:06 on the clock for the Blaze. It's Anger to kick it away. It is off. McFarland will field at the 5-yard line. Here he is on the return, taken down at the 24, 19 yards on the kick return there, and back out comes the Blaze offense. Rourke in the gun, 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning following this play. As back to throw on first down, looking right side, it's knocked away from Cameron Latu. Quay Walker's been all over the field today. He gets the deflection there, as that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Rourke in the gun again, back to throw. Looking over the middle, under pressure, finds his man, it's N'Keal Harry. Up to the 45-yard line, a first down for the Blaze. As hurry up offense now for Arizona. Down at the 45 is Harry, a good throw under pressure from Rourke, back to throw. Screen pass now for Deuce Vaughn. And he'll take it up the right side. Beats him in Warrior in a foot race to the sidelines. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Great job to get out to the sideline there by Deuce Vaughn. And he's got a big first down inside Stinger territory. After the field flip from the screen pass, 1st and 10 from the 37. Rourke with the play fake. Goes quickly underneath. It's caught by Kenny Aboa, but momentum takes him out of bounds after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Rourke in the gun. 3 receivers to his left. Handoff up the middle. Deuce Vaughn. He's got a nice lane. A spin move inside the 25, down at the 21. Another first down for Arizona. Clock still ticking. Under a minute 10 now. 1st and 10 from the 21. Rourke is back to throw. Rolling out. No one to go to, and he will just have to throw it away. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Rourke in the gun. McClellan the back. Back to throw on 2nd down here. Rourke looking over the middle, overthrown, but dropped by Eman. He should have had a pick there. Missed throw from Rourke, really the first one of the ball game, to be honest. The other 2 interceptions were on me. This one's on Curtis Rourke. I mean, look at all of the space for Jaquan Jackson here. So much space. And this one was supposed to be a bullet pass, just somewhere in this range to where Eman can't get to it in time. But it's just so overthrown. Even if he gets it to him here, it's probably a touchdown, or at least down at the 1 or 2. But it's overthrown. Thankfully, Eman can't hold it in. That's why he's playing defense. 3rd and 10 from the 21. Stacked front for this. What are they called? I don't even know. Rourke over the middle. Bad read. Interception number 3. This one's Cole Holcomb. Down at the 13. No, it's Jacob Rodriguez. The whole time I've been calling him Cole Holcomb. That's Jacob Rodriguez. With the interception, I don't know where I'm throwing the ball. Got under pressure, panicked. That was the one route where I knew for sure where it was going, but threw it straight to the defense. 3rd interception for Rourke. We fumbled the scoring chance at the end of the first half. Stingers, remembered their name now finally, take over at the 13-yard line. Cam Ward back to throw. On the screen pass, he's got Hubbard. A bunch of pancakes there. Trey Dean with the tackle after a gain of 9. Timeout called by the Stingers there first. 2nd and 1. Ward in the gun. Poole jumped off sides. They don't snap it in time. Ward back to throw. Looking right side. It's caught by Darnell Washington. Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. And another first down. Clock still moving. No timeout. Now there is one. 33 seconds to go for the Stingers down at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 42. 33 seconds to go in this first half. Stingers with a 7-point lead. Ward 5 wide back to throw. Looking left side. It is caught by Stephon Diggs. Timeout called by the Stingers with 28 seconds to go. A big hit from Andre Fuller there, the rookie out of Toledo. 28 seconds to go in this first half. Stingers looking to tack on some points. Down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, back to throw is Ward. Looking into the flats, it's dropped. Almost an interception there for Darrell Luter Jr., but he couldn't come down with it. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 46. 23 seconds to go in this first half. Ward back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to run, and he's taken down. Well, he'll slide after a gain of 5. Hurry up offense. No timeouts. Looking to get the spike down. 10 seconds left, and they will get it down with 9 seconds left. 4th and 5 from the 41. It'll be Jake Bates for a 58-yard field goal. Here it is from Bates. Good snap, good hold. Kick is wide and no good. The Stingers cannot tack anything on before the end of the half. 14-7 here. 5 seconds to go for the Blaze. They're going to line up for the Hail Mary. 52 yards from the end zone. Back to throw is Rourke. He'll launch it up the left side for Javon Baker. 2-on-1. It is knocked away and incomplete. That'll do it for the first half. 14-7 lead for the San Diego Stingers on the road here at Monday Night Primetime in Scottsdale, Arizona. We head to the second half. Second half of play here in Arizona. Stingers will start with the football. Kick is up and away for Moody. DK will field at about the 7-yard line. On the return, he's down at the 25. Give him 18. Dan Jackson on the tackle, as that'll bring out Cam Ward in the offense again. Ward in the gun. Chuba Hubbard, the star of the first half for the Stingers offense, in the backfield to his right. A bunch of receivers left. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught by Darnell Washington, the former Georgia man. He's down after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Ward, handoff for Chuba Hubbard. Nice cutback. Hubbard's got another lane. Henderson in pursuit, trying to chase him down. He does at the 38-yard line. Another huge run for Chuba Hubbard. Stingers at the 38-yard line following the 33-yard Chuba Hubbard run. Ward back to throw on first down. Stepping up, looks to run. Now he'll launch. Deep down the middle of the field. It's knocked away. Dan Jackson gets there in time to knock it loose. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now for the Stingers. Ward in the gun. Hubbard to his left. Back to throw on 2nd down. Ward steps up, throws underneath. It's Chuba Hubbard. He's got 7 on the check down. 3rd and 3 from the 31 upcoming for the Stingers. 5 wide on 3rd down. Ward back to throw. Stepping up, looking to run. He's taken down, but he does get the first down. That was 53 on the defensive line. It's Jeremiah Moon with the tackle, but just getting the first down is Ward. Barely gets by there. 1st and 10 now from the 27 for the Stingers. Handoff left side, Hubbard. This one is stuffed. Jack Cochran, J.J. Russell combined for the tackle in the backfield. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, still at the 28-yard line. Kareem Hunt now the back. Ward in the gun. Back to throw, here is Ward. Stepping up, he's going to look to run. He's got a lane. He's got the first down. He'll slide at the 15. Another first down scramble for Cam Ward. Inside the red zone now are the Stingers. I-form set, 2 tight ends to the right for Ward. Hunt the back in the backfield. Hand off to the right side. Hunt gets the edge. He's got a touchdown. The Stingers extend the lead to 2 possessions here. Kareem Hunt, outside run, untouched into the end zone. 20-7 lead for the Stingers. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Bates lines up for the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. 21-7. The Stingers lead here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Kick is up and away from Anger. McFarland fields at the 3. And he's taken down at the 28-yard line. Back out comes Curtis Rourke in the offense. 1st and 10 from the 28 to start the drive. Rourke back to throw. Rolling out to his right. No one to go to. He's going to have to throw this one away. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Handoff up the middle. It's Deuce Vaughn. He's got a lane. Vaughn cuts it back to the right side. Here he goes. It's a foot race. Teron Johnson and Kobe Durant in pursuit. They're not going to get him. 72-yard touchdown for Deuce Vaughn. And the Blaze right back in this ball game. What a run from Deuce Vaughn. Great hole up the middle by the offensive line. And Vaughn with breakaway speed. He is gone. Moody out for the extra point. Kick is up and through. 21-14. The Blaze cut the lead to 7 with a Deuce Vaughn 72-yard touchdown run. Moody's kick is up and away. DK will field at about the 6. On the return, Shimre DK taken down by Major Burns down at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. Ward under center. Play fake to the left side for Hubbard. Back to throw. Slings it to the left sideline. It's caught by Shaheed. Out of bounds at the 40. Give him 16 and a first down. 1st and 10 now from the 40. I form set for the Stingers. Ward, play fake to Hubbard. Back to throw. Looking underneath. It's knocked away from Shaheed by Bumper Pool. 2nd down and 10. Good coverage over the middle. 2nd down and 10. 5 wide set for the Stingers. Sending a man in motion. It's Hubbard. Ward back to throw. Looking under some pressure. It's batted down at the line. Jeremiah Moon knocks it down. Incomplete there on 2nd and 10. We've got 3rd down for the Stingers. 3rd and 10. Ward in the gun. Hubbard to his left. Bunch of receivers outright. Here is a pass deep down the field. Looking for Diggs. 1-on-1. It's knocked away. Darrell Luter Jr. bats it down. Incomplete on 3rd down. Finally a stop for the Blaze defense. 4th and 10 upcoming. Anger out to punt for the first time today. This one is up and away. Jackson back to return. Excuse me, the second punt of the day. Fielded at the 11 this time. And he'll cut it back to the right side. Can't quite get to the edge. Down at the 23, a 12-yard punt return. Back out comes the Blaze offense. Deuce Vaughn's numbers here, 7 rushes, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Look a lot better after a 72-yard touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 23, Rourke under center. Handoff up the middle, it's Deuce Vaughn, and he's going nowhere. Stuffed up the middle, Dalvin Tomlinson and Devontae Wyatt. Combined for the tackle, loss of a yard on the run. 2nd down and 11. Play fake, Rourke back to throw. Stepping up, looking over the middle, hit as he threw it, and it falls incomplete. Good pressure there from the Stingers. It's 3rd down and 11 for the Blaze. 3rd and 11 from the 22. Rourke back to throw. Looking over the middle under pressure. Hit as he threw it. Couldn't get it there in time. Josh Hines Allen with the pressure. 4th and 11. Out comes the punt team for the Blaze. It's Lou Headley for the first time today, and it hits off the side of his foot. This one's shanked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Awful punt for the Blaze. And the Stingers take over practically in Blaze territory. From the 47, 1st and 10 for the Stingers. Ward under center. It's a play fake. He will drop back and throw. Quick pass left side for Stephon Diggs. He's got 5. 2nd and 5 in Blaze territory now. It's a handoff to the left side for Chuba Hubbard. He breaks a tackle, makes Poole miss, taken down by the rookie Andre Fuller down at the 36-yard line. 11-yard run, maybe 12, and a first down for the Stingers. 3 tight end set for the Stingers. 1st and 10 from the 36. Ward under center, right side handoff for Hubbard. He takes it to the outside. Dan Jackson meets him out there for a gain of 8. Another great run for the Stingers. They continue to maul up front. 2nd and 2 for San Diego. Down at the 28, Ward throws a shovel pass there for Darnell Washington. He makes the catch, breaks a tackle, taken down by Jeremiah Moon at the 20. Into the red zone now are the Stingers. 1st and 10 from the 20. Ward in the gun. Hubbard to his left. They'll hand it to him again. This one is stuffed in the backfield. Loss of a yard on the run. That was big 90 Amari Barno in the backfield. Loss of a yard. 2nd and 11, now back at the 21. 37 seconds and counting to go in this 3rd quarter as Ward back to throw. Steps up, looking to the sideline, overthrown and incomplete. 3rd and 11 upcoming for the Stingers. Clock stops with 32. Ward in the gun. 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Ward under some pressure, rolling out right. He's sacked. Jeremiah Moon, the first sack of the ball game for the Blaze. 4th and 21, way back at the 32. Field goal unit out for the Stingers. It's Jake Bates with a 49-yarder on the cards. Kick is up. It is good. Missed from 58 earlier, but that one not going to affect him this time as we end the third quarter. 10-point lead for the Stingers. We head to the fourth here on Monday Night Primetime. Kick is up and away from Brian Anger, fielded by Jaquan Jackson at the 6. Here comes Jackson up the middle. Big hit there by Quay Walker. Down at the 31-yard line, out comes Curtis Rourke and the Blaze offense once again. Started the drive at the 31-yard line. Left side handoff for Deuce Vaughn. Nice cutbacks for Vaughn. He's got the first down and more. Jukes a man out. He's down at the 44-yard line. Give him 13. Enough for the first down. First down now at the 44. Back to throw is Rourke. Looking, hit as he throws, and that one's incomplete. Maybe looking to take a shot there to Deuce Vaughn up the seam. But Will Anderson knocks it out of his hands before he can even let go. Second down and 10. Second and 10. McClellan in the backfield. And they'll hand it off for him. And he is stuffed in the backfield. No, he breaks 2 tackles and he fumbled. Recovered by Saldivari. And somehow the Blaze are going to gain yardage on that play. That is unbelievable. How did they get forward progress on that play? Great job by McClellan. I mean, Jaquan Jackson in the slot there gets completely sent to the floor by Tre'Davious White. Will Anderson gets off of his block on Josh Connerly as well. So McClellan's got 2 defenders on him in the backfield. Stiff arms White, spins off of Will Anderson, continues to run, and then a big hit from Jacob Rodriguez, the big-time playmaker from Texas Tech, forces the fumble. But here comes Saldivari. He scoops it up and somehow gets forward where Quay Walker makes the tackle for a gain of 2. That is the craziest gain of 2 that I maybe have ever seen with my own 2 eyes, as it's 3rd and 8 for the Blaze. 3rd and 8 from the 47. Rourke to throw. It's a screen for Vaughn, and it's a beautiful play call. He's got a ton of space. Saldivari with a pancake. Spin move from Vaughn inside the 35 to the 34. Beautifully designed play and a great time to use it as well. First down for the Blaze. They continue the drive. 1st and 10 from the 34. Play fake from Rourke. He's dropping back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Looks underneath. It's caught by Cameron Latu. Nice block from Shepard. He's got the first down. Up to the 24, but a flag on the play. And it will be coming back for a holding. Blake Freeland, the left tackle, called for the penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 now from the 44. 6:12 on the clock and running. 1st and 10 from the 44. It's a handoff for Vaughn. He's taken down on the backside by Will Anderson, along with Jacob Rodriguez, as it looks like Hollis Pierce is down injured on the play for the Blaze. Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17 from the 41. Rourke, a play fake, back to throw. Looking, N'Keal Harry over the left side makes the catch. As the injury for Holland Pierce is going to be a back spasm. So we'll bring in Stenberg for now, and Pierce will come back whenever he's ready. 3rd and 4 for the Blaze. From the 28, 4 yards to go. Back to throw. Rourke fires one to the end zone. It is knocked away by Teron Johnson. Incomplete pass there. It's 4th and 4. Out comes the field goal unit for a 45-yarder. It's Jake Moody. No wind here. Kick is up from Moody. It is right down the middle. And the Blaze cut the lead back to 7. It's a 1-possession game as Quay Walker hurt on the play. He's been all over the field. Tough injury for the Stingers. Here is Moody. Kick is up and away. Fielded at about the 4 by Chimere DK. Return right up the middle. He's hit hard by Jack Cochran down at the 22. Back out comes the Stingers offense led by Chuba Hubbard. 166 yards from scrimmage today. He's been a monster on the field. As they come out in a heavy set, Hunt lined up at fullback with Hubbard as the tailback. Ward to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. Dan Jackson up the sideline. He's going to return it all the way. A pick 6 for the Blaze. And they can tie it with the extra point here. Cam Ward throws his 2nd pick of the game. Dan Jackson brings it all the way to the house. Ward looking for Shaheed in the flats. Jackson just read his eyes perfectly. Jumps the route Pick six for the Blaze. We are within 1 point here in Scottsdale, Arizona. 5:18 to go. Moody for the extra point to tie. It is up and good. 24-24 here with 5:18 left in this fourth quarter. Moody's kick is up and away. DK will field at the 6. And on the return, makes one man miss. A stiff arm breaks a second tackle. Fighting forward, he's down at the 31-yard line. Solid effort there from Chimere DK. Ward, 5 wide on first down. From the 31, back to throw. Ward, stepping up, he'll look to run. Power Eccles will bring him down after a gain of 4 on the scramble. 2nd and 6 now. Back to throw is Ward. Looking to the left side for Shaheed, and he threw it at his feet. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6 for the Stingers. Biggest play of the ball game so far. 3rd and 6 from the 35 for the Stingers. Back to throw Ward. Out of the backfield, Hubbard, he missed him. Hubbard was wide open. Bumper Pool lost his assignment, it looks like. But it's an incomplete overthrown pass from Cam Ward. 4th down, the punt team is out for the Stingers. The Blaze get away with one there as it's Brian Anger to kick. Up and away. As Jackson is back to return, he'll field at the 14-yard line. Up the left side, cuts it back up the middle. He's got it to the 25. 11-yard punt return, and back out is Curtis Rourke. 4:27 to go in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 25. Hand off to the left side. It's Deuce Vaughn. He's got a crease. Up the middle. Spin move. He's taken down at the 38. 13-yard run for Deuce Vaughn and a first down for the Blaze. 3 tight end set here on first down. 3:55 and counting. Play fake for Rourke on first down. Anderson went for the running back. Rourke escaping. Throw to the right sideline. It's knocked away by Nick Emanwari. Looking for Kenny Yeboah there. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 38. Handoff. McClellan finds a crease up the middle. He's got about 4. 3rd and 6 at the 43 for the Blaze. Under 3:30 to go in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 6 upcoming. Big play for Rourke in the offense. Rourke stepping up, launching. It's caught. And Baker is just there for the first down. What an effort by Javon Baker. Trying to step out of that tackle. He couldn't get through it, but he reaches forward just enough to get the first down. Drive continues for the Blaze. Under 2:50 to go now in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 at the 49. It's a handoff up the middle for Vaughn. He's got a first down and more. Breaks a tackle. Vaughn inside the 35 down to the 33. Deuce Vaughn continues to have a great day running the ball. This one up the middle again. Good crease from the line. And a broken tackle off of Antoine Winfield. Vaughn keeps them moving. As the Blaze don't have to snap it before the 2-minute warning, they can decide to just let this one run. And it looks like they will. So there is the 2-minute warning. Tied at 24. Blaze approaching field goal range with the football. Stingers with all 3 timeouts. Blaze as well. As here we go out of the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 from the 33. Rourke throw into the flats. It's caught by Cameron Latu. He's inside the 25, down at the 22. A big hit by Antoine Winfield. But enough for the first down for the Blaze. 8 on the play clock here. Minute 20 to go. Rourke, handoff up the middle. McClellan is stuffed. Monster hit by Jacob Rodriguez. A loss of 4. Timeout called by the Stingers. Minute 17 to go. 2nd and 14 now back at the 26. Man in motion. That's N'Keal Harry. Back to throw is Rourke. Looking. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Guess who? Will Anderson with the pressure. Incomplete pass stops the clock. It's 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. Still back at the 26. Rourke will hand it off for McClellan. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Fighting forward. He can't get the first down. And an injury timeout by the Blaze as well. So the Stingers don't even have to waste a timeout, as it is McClellan who's injured on the play. Minute 9 on the clock. A 35-yarder upcoming for Jake Moody. Here is the kick for Moody. It is up and through. The Blaze take their first lead of the game since 7-0, as it's 27-24 with a minute 6 to go. Moody's kick is up and away. DK will field at about the 2 or 3 yard line. And here's a tackle made at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 23 with a minute 3 to go. The injury for McClellan, just muscle cramps. He was likely not going to play for the rest of this game anyway, as it could potentially end with this drive. From the 23, out comes Ward, under center with a bunch to the left. Hubbard in the backfield, back to throw on 1st down. Quick throw to the flats. Washington breaks a tackle from Fuller. He's out of bounds after a gain of 4. 58 seconds to go now. Ward in the gun now. Bunches out to the left this time. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Ward steps up, launches over the middle. Washington rises up to catch it. Stiff arm off of Fuller again. 5 seconds off the clock. Timeout Stingers with 44 from the 44-yard line. 53 left to go. From the 44, Ward under center this time. Back to throw here. On the move, he finds Washington, but it's incomplete. Tough catch to make there. Eccles got a decent hit on him, and the pass ball is incomplete. 50 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, 50 seconds to go. Stingers at the 44. Ward, throw over the middle. It's caught by Washington. He's got a lot of speed, breaks a couple tackles. Down to the opposite side of the field at the 43-yard line. Final timeout called by the Stingers with 44 seconds to go. Stingers right on the edge of field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 43. Ward back to throw. Looking. Left side. Incomplete. Diggs couldn't get his hands down to it there. A little bit underthrown at 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Ward 5 wide. All alone in the backfield. Back to throw. Ward rolling out left, right, looking to throw, and he is sacked. Huge play. It's Jeremiah Moon, his 2nd sack of the game. Playing the QB contain role perfectly. Ward is forced into the pocket, and he can't escape there. Huge play from Moon. Clock is running. 26 seconds left when the ball is snapped. Ward looking deep down the left sideline. Dropped by Shaheed. He was open. He had a step on Darrell Luter, but Shaheed just could not come down with it. Whoa, what is going on with the camera here? Okay. I mean, how does he drop that ball? Luter's behind him, doesn't get a hand on it, and it's straight in Shaheed's hands, and he just drops it. That's the biggest play of the game. And if we manage to win this game, it's Rashid Shaheed why we won. 22 seconds left. 4th and 19. Out of field goal range. Offense has to stay out for the Stingers. This play could end the ball game. Back to throw is Cam Ward. Looking deep down the left side. It's Diggs. It's knocked away by Luter. And the Blaze are going to pull off the upset here on Monday Night Primetime. Arizona 27, San Diego 24. Rourke kneels it down. This ball game is over. Darrell Luter with a deflection on Diggs to end the ball game. 27-24, your final score. What a way to end week 1. The Blaze an upset victory at home here in Scottsdale. I mean, this quarterback battle is stoppable object versus movable force. I mean, I have it backwards, but you get what I'm saying. This was one of the worst quarterback games I've ever watched. Now, granted, the 3 interceptions from Rourke were on me. They were bad reads on my part by the user. Cam Ward, if there was a user on the other end, they would be blaming themselves too, because they were 2 of the worst interceptions I've ever seen the CPU throw in my life. Both quarterbacks just not good. Ugly game to watch. But the running backs were sick. Deuce Vaughn and Chuba Hubbard were going at it. I mean, this was a great game in terms of the run game. Awesome to watch. Again, receivers, Darnell Washington was good. N'Keal Harry had 2 drops, but he did have a couple big catches, including the touchdown. Thank you, Rashid Shaheed. He dropped what would have been a wide open touchdown to win the game, and instead it turns into a deflection on 4th down to lose the game. So huge play for us there. Brian O'Neill had the 2 sacks on the contain, although they weren't really his fault. Jeremiah Moon had those both. Speaking of the defense, we don't really care about their defense. For our defense, Andre Fuller with 8 tackles got stiff armed by Darnell Washington about 6 times, though. Jeremiah Moon, 2 TFLs, of course, both of those being the sacks on the QB contain, continuing his great run from preseason. Amari Barno, Chappelle Russell, and Jack Cochran all had TFLs as well. The interceptions from Power Eccles and Dan Jackson. Jackson, of course, returning his for a touchdown. That would help us end up winning this game. Power Eccles, of course, couldn't really return his, and I'm not even going to say it was a great play because Ward kind of threw the ball straight at him. Kicking, Moody didn't miss. Good day from him. And we don't talk about Lou Headley's punt. But I'm not going to say it was a good game, but bad wins do exist. And I would definitely say this game was one of those, but a win is a win regardless. We've got some upgrades following the game. First things first, Deuce Vaughn, probably the game MVP. We'll go with an elusive back upgrade for him. He's got +2 juke and +1 ball carrier vision. Juke up to 84. Not too bad. Dan Jackson, another guy you could argue for MVP of the ball game with the pick 6. We're going to go hybrid for him. It's just the best for safeties. Up to a 69 overall, to a 71 with morale. 4 zone and 2 man, 2 play rec as well. Big upgrade from him. N'Keal Harry, need to clean up those drops, although his catching stats don't look bad, so I really don't know how those even happened, but gotta clean that up. We'll go playmaker again, best upgrade for receivers. 2 catches, 1 catch in traffic, 1 deep route, 2 medium, 2 short, 1 trucking. Pretty good upgrade from him, in all honesty. And Power Eccles, big interception from him as well. Field general is the most balanced kind of upgrade. We'll probably just go with that. He gets +2 block shed, 1 man, 1 zone, 2 play rec, 1 awareness. Not too bad for him. But anyways, that will do it. Game 1 of the season, a thrilling victory at home for the Scottsdale Blaze, an upset win over the San Diego Stingers. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.